Hello guys, I hope you're doing good and reading awesome books. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys 5 books that are going to help you upgrade your mindset. So basically these books will be very helpful to you if you want to upgrade your mind, if you want to develop a critical thinking or to have a logical thinking, like to expand your thinking, your imagination, your ability to have a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset. So these books will be very helpful to you in these areas. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon. So these books are very helpful if you are in your teenage years and going to college, and basically not in your teenage years. These books will be very helpful to you if you are in your after your college, you're going to start any business or start any job. So these are also very helpful to you in those areas also, basically in the future. So make sure you watch the full video and let's get started with the books. So the first book is The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. So this book basically is about behaviors. It's about our habits that we do every day in our day-to-day life. Let's suppose we wake up in the morning and we have a tendency of checking our phones regularly every day. And if you have habit of going out first off early in the morning, you wanted to get some fresh air, so you have developed a habit, a routine. So you want to do it every day in the morning, so you unconsciously doing it. Let's suppose you are going to gym every day in the morning, so you have developed a habit, a routine, so unconsciously you are doing it every day. And this is a very psychological thing because we are doing it unconsciously. It becomes a habit. So this book will be very in this area of understanding our mind, understanding our behaviors, psychological way. So these are also many of the advertising medias nowadays also using this psychology, our unconscious behavior, into their own marketing campaigns, how we buy things, how we spend our money into these products, into our shopping malls, all of online stores. So these psychological behaviors are also used by in these marketing campaigns. So this book will be very helpful if you want to understand our behavior, how we do things unconsciously a lot of the times, because also mentioned in this book 40% of our behaviors we do day to day in our life are unconscious. So our habits we do repeatedly, so 40% of the things that we do it's unconscious. So basically this is very helpful book if you want to read it, so make sure you check it out. The link will be in the description box below. The next book is, I have talked about this book a lot of the time on my channel, and basically it's a very must read book. It's Mindset by Carol Dweck, and I have talked about it almost everywhere, all of my social media handles, on Instagram, on Twitter, on here, YouTube. So basically this book very good. And why not to understand our mindset? If you want to grow in your life, if you want to make incredible things, if you want to achieve what you want, so basically start with your mind, start with your having a mindset where you are know that you have the ability, you have the chance, or you have a growth mindset to accept things, to grow more. So basically this book is about fixed mindset and growth mindset. And if you have a growth mindset, you know that you have more of the things, you have more opportunities, you have more doing good things. So basically start with this book Mindset, and you will know that when you understand a fixed mindset perspective and a growth mindset perspective, you will know that why not to have a growth mindset. So basically if you want to read this book, I will also put the link of this book in the description box below, so make sure to check out there as well. And make sure to read this book. So the next book is The 5 Elements of Effective Thinking. So this book I had read around a year ago, and I found out very new perspective of our mind, our thinking. So basically in this book, author tells you about 5 elements, 5 things earth, fire, air, water, and change, an element of change, basically transforming yourself. So these 5 elements author tells you about in this book, and he explores a lot of the thinking power capabilities around these 5 elements, and he explains very deeply and a very practical way. And I found out very easy and very understandable, very practical ideas in this book. And basically if you want to explore from the beginning, this book will be very helpful to you. And it's very new perspective for me when I read this book, very new thing about our thinking. So basically the author tells you about these 5 elements, and around this how our thinking involve, how we think basically, and what's going on basically in our mind when we see things. So for example earth, and he explains earth, when it comes to earth, you understand any topic or any situation situations that comes in front of you, and look at this like in a very simple way, like from the root way, and understand it very deeply, like what's there, what's new things comes out. So basically understand it from the root way in like any problem. And like all of these elements talks about a different topics. For like fire talks you about learning through your mistakes, so basically learning from our errors and improve ourselves. If you don't make mistake, if you don't fail, so you will not gonna learn. So basically this element talks you about that. And like air talks you about to ask questions. If you don't want to ask questions, you will not grow, and you don't understand many things, and asking questions is the first step to understand anything. If you don't understand a topic, you want to ask questions to the experts. So basically all of these elements talks you about new things, new perspectives. And last one is so there's water tells you about the flowing ideas. So in this book the author tells you about see like any perspective that comes in your way, or any new topic that comes in your way, and have a understanding of renewing new ideas. Or if you have an old idea, try to bring new things on the table, like from the old ideas convert those old ideas into new ideas. So all of these things talks about those things. And last one is like changing yourself, transforming yourself. So all of this thinking involves, last one is changing. So you have to change, you have to put these things into action to change yourself, to transform yourself. So using all of these things, all of these elements, the author last talks you about to change yourself, to apply these lessons to transform yourself. So make sure you check out this book as well, The 5 Elements of Effective Thinking. And like I said, it's a very good book, and all of the success, all of the achievements that we achieved in our life, that we see in our life, all begins when we think, So basically thinking is a great element. Thinking is a great thing that we have to upgrade our mindset. So if you want to read this book, the link will be in the description box below. So all of these books that I'm suggesting you is around thinking. So basically how we upgrade our mindset, what to read, what to research about, where to go and where to start. So basically this book around these areas, and how to upgrade your mindset, how to have a growth mindset and think critically. So this book is around these areas. So make sure you don't confuse about like any other self-help book. It's basically around thinking and mindset. So the next book is of course The Magic of Thinking Big. So it tells you about why not to think big, and most of the time we desired less. The problem is actually we don't know how big is worth for me, how more is worth for me, and the problem is there, and we don't value ourselves like from how much is gonna worth for me. So we don't see that way, and we desired less, and so the problem is there. And in this book it talks about why not to think big. You desired more, and if you desired more, you think big, you're gonna achieve it. And in this book it tells you like how to think. So basically to transform your mind, how and what should you do to think big. So the steps that you need to take are in this book. So make sure you read this book as well, The Magic of Thinking Big. The next book is my all-time favorite book, Think and Grow Rich. So basically this is the best book that I have ever read in my life, and it's basically 100%. It changed everything for me. It changed like how I think and what should I do to achieve that what I have desired, to what I wanted to do in my life. And from there I start imagining, I start thinking about the things that I wanted, the things that I want to have, let's suppose in 5 years or 10 years, like all of the things that we desired, it starts from your imagination, your thinking. So in this book it's like you also wanna see this book everywhere on the internet, reviewing on this YouTubers and on Bookstagrammers. So all of the people that who have read this book, they know that how valuable this book is, and what this the things are inside in the book. The subconscious mind, it talks about the subconscious mind, our brain and our imagination, the sixth sense, and how our brain works, and what is the visualization power is. So all these elements, all these things do matter when we think, when we desire something, and when we do it intentionally, the things are happening. You will notice the things are changing. So this book is very very powerful, and I strongly suggest you to read this book if you haven't read it yet. So make sure you read this book as well, and I strongly suggest you to read this book if you haven't read this yet. And yeah, these are my 5 books on thinking and how to develop and upgrade your mindset. So basically these are the best book that I found to expand your thinking, to expand your imagination, and to have a growth mindset, to improve yourself, to transform yourself. So make sure to check out these books, and I will put all of these books links in the description box below. So make sure you check out from there. And yeah, if you're new here, subscribe to my channel, and I'm putting this type of videos in every week. So I hope you are enjoying these videos, and if you're new here, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, and suggesting you new books on new topics. Bye.